Welcome to Mother's Haven, a podcast where mothers are challenged to try for more through access to help, hope, and a pathway to healing. Every mother goes through various phases and seasons where they daily navigate distress, discomfort, and wholesome experiences. I have personally walked the path of various pain points and experienced certain life changing situations in my own journey, which actually brings me here to offer you a hand to help, a voice of hope, and a pathway to healing. Each time you listen, a rush of liberation comes through because I'm here to validate your freedom and also to challenge you to be a mother and much more. Welcome once again to another fantastic episode on Mother's Haven podcast. We have a super amazing guest in the house. As always, we always bring you the very best to be able to provide life-changing solutions to challenges and problems that mothers experience. And today we have someone really, really amazing, someone of many talents, and she's going to introduce herself as our custom. She's going to tell us about herself, what she does, and then we're going to get right into it. So, over to you, our wonderful guest.
Thank you so much, Narita. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I'm very, very excited to be here. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, please tell us about yourself. Our listeners would like to get to know you and everything you like them to know.
Okay. Right. Okay. My name is Abia Sonia. I'm an integrative productivity coach. I'm based in the UK. I work with women, mostly women in my coaching. So I help purpose-driven women to declutter their mind away from emotional stress, emotional blockages, in order for them to eliminate overwhelm, burnouts, and achieve harmony in every aspect of their life so they can consistently thrive, in a way that is good, that is great for them to achieve their purpose in life. So that's me in a summary. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Super, super, super amazing. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to have you on the podcast. All right, so we'll get into it. Today, I'll be asking questions about how mothers can actually avoid being victims of burnout because I always say that mothers, women generally, but mothers most especially have the superhero mentality. They want to do everything all by themselves without asking for help. Even when help is offered to them, they sometimes find it difficult to accept or receive that help. So, from your experience, from your expertise, how, and from being a mother as well, how would you suggest or how will you teach mothers to live their lives above burnout? And also, how can they actually identify the signs that they are beginning to experience burnout? And also, what is even burnout? Maybe we should have started with that. What's burnout? What are the signs that a mom is getting to that point? And how can she now walk above it? How can she live through it and prevent herself from being a victim of such?
Okay. Those are loaded questions. So if I don't address any of them, just let me know. So burnout is a state where you have unaddressed stress. So you are stressed out, but you do not address it. So you're stressed out physically, emotionally, and mentally. So you get to a state of overwhelm where you are at a state that you have nothing to give anymore. You don't even feel like doing the things that you appreciate, the things that you love. You are tired, and even your tired is tired. So you're at that state that you have nothing to practically give. You are exhausted, you are overwhelmed. So because that stress has been piling up and piling up, and you did not address it, so you're at that stage. You know when you light a matchstick and then it's burning, it's burning, it's burning, it's burning. So the flame will still be going on. It's not like you're dying or anything, but because the flame is still going on. But for the fact that the flame is still on doesn't mean that the wood is not burning. So that's what burnout is until you get to that stage where everything is burned out and the flame is gone. So you're at that stage where you don't have any interest in doing things that you want to do anymore. The flame is gone out. So that's the best vivid description that I can give to burnout. So you ask for tips. There are different tips for burnout. Depends on the person, depends on how much energy do you have naturally as a person. If you're someone that have high energy in the first instance, so your time of getting burnout is going to take a while for you to even notice it because you'll be on this rush, energy rush, and you think you're still okay, but you're not. And another thing again is depends on what leads to that burnout. If it's something that you enjoy, you will not easily notice it, right? You will not notice it. But if it's something that is stress from work, overworking, setting unrealistic targets, and things like that, that trigger such burnout, so you easily notice it because physically you will lose interest in those things. You don't feel effective. You don't feel appreciated. So you don't want to do those things. You feel reluctant to do things like that. However, if it's something that you love, maybe you're on a career development, or maybe you are on a journey, a business, a new business that you just started. You are excited. You want that business to grow. You want that business to grow. So you wouldn't notice that you're burned out because you're trying to do everything that you needed to do, right? So you just carry on like that. So you'll be burning as you wouldn't know. The first sign is you find it difficult to get up in the morning. You find it really, really difficult to get up in the morning. And then what happens? You lose interest in doing those things. You find out that you want to do it, but you are a bit how will I say now? You are reluctant. You don't have that energy. You are dragging. You are slow in achieving the things that you really want to achieve. Maybe the things that take you 10 minutes to do is that taking you 30 minutes to do. And then another sign is procrastination. You start procrastinating. You don't normally procrastinate. You find yourself giving excuses. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. But you don't do it anyways. So that's another sign again. Another sign again is when in the morning, look of mine, I didn't feel like getting up in the morning. You just be in bed. You are awake. But to get up and have that enough energy to put through, you find yourself you're trying to find things that are not necessary. You're just dilly-dallying around the place. You just want to stay there. You don't feel the need to get up. The another sign again, you start isolating yourself. Maybe you are a normal extrovert. You are always sociable and things like that. But this time, you find that you don't enjoy the company of loads of people anymore. You feel withdrawn. You want to isolate yourself because you notice that when you're among those people, too much social stuff will drain your energy. So your battery is going down, a lot faster. So you don't want to do those things. If you are married, your sexual drive is your libido is going to reduce. That's just the truth. You don't even want to be touched because you don't see yourself as sexy anymore. So you don't want to get into those things. So intimacy will be difficult for you. And another thing again, your period, you might have delay in your period because you are stressed. So your period might become irregular. And then you think, oh, am I pregnant? Am I late or something? You're not. It's just your body that is now reacting to that stress that you have put on yourself. So your monthly flow might not be the same as before. Then another side again is headache. You might be having those frontal headache a lot. You'll be having loads of frontal headache. Even when you drink water and things like that, you will notice that it's not enough. Like me, I used to go around with a bottle of water and I'm drinking, I'm drinking, I'm drinking. I just find out that headache is constantly there on and off, on and off, on and off. And then your immune system is another thing. Your immune system will be low. very, very low. You easily pick up this, you pick up the cold today, you pick up something else tomorrow. You just notice that you're falling ill bit by bit with little things and you're not often ill. It's not major sickness to start with. It might just be headache, and then you've got cold, and then you've got something else. You're just picking things up. Maybe you have a reaction or something. I don't know, but you just be, you find that your immune system is quite low, right? And things like that. So those are the signs. Oh, mine was really major. The major one was eyes. So for the eyes to not break out, according to my GP, he said my immune system, the toxins in my body was too much. So this was my body trying to defend my system. So my body was fighting my body. So the eyes came out. It was stress. My body was tired of being in a state of stress because I had lack of sleep. Remember? So I had lack of sleep. I was not sleeping properly. I was not resting physically, just taking time out to relax. I wasn't doing that. So I went into autopilot and my body had to give me a sign. That was the time my body decided to give me. It was itching like mad. I know mine was like kind of an extreme case, but some people, maybe they have to even pass out, or sometimes they just find themselves hospitalized. They don't even know what happened, right? They don't know what happened. So it's just different phases. But if you look at the signs that I've spoken about, and you have any of those things, then you need to do something about it. So now the next stage is, what can you do now that you find yourself in this situation? The first thing you do is not to jump on the next flight, book holiday to Dubai, book holiday to Spain, because even while you go on those trips, you are there, your body is relaxed. When you come back, your body will go back to normal state. So a change of environment is not the first thing you should do. But as a normal being, that's what we think. Oh, I deserve an holiday. I need to go on holiday. But it's not. You need to first and foremost identify your stress. What is the source of your stress? If it is your job, maybe you need to take a break from that job. You need to take a break. If you have any holiday, take a break and just step aside and analyze yourself. Is this is this job worth dying for? And today is a very remarkable day for me. Today is the fifth year that I decided to leave the corporate world. I just do my own thing. I cannot kill myself, right? Today, today is the day that I decided. 5 years today, 5 good years today, and I was so glad because I was having heart palpitations. So you have to identify, please identify the cause of your stress. If it's your work, you have to choose, what can you do? Can you speak to your managers? Can you speak to the management for them to do something about it? For them to help you? Maybe a job share, maybe reduce your hours and go part-time or anything, right? You need to think of things like that. If your work is not supportive, maybe it's time you find something else. Because at the end of the day, if you die in that job, before your obituary is announced, someone else is going to replace you. That is the bitter truth. So find something that is your stress and eliminate it. If it's looking after the kids that is the stress, you need to learn to delegate. Depends on the age of your kids. Let the kids start helping you. Allow your husband to help you. If he cannot help you, you need to sit him down and find a way around it. If you need a help, to come to the house, to come and help you, and then go, then it's fine. You don't have to cook every day. If you can just do like a batch cooking and then you defrost, you need to create system and structures that can help you when you're cooking. Because some people, they find it stressful. Having spent a long day at work, and maybe those people that have people like you that have Lagos, the traffic is to die for. It's really, really hard. After spending a long day at work, and then you're in the traffic, and then you come back, you start cooking. It's too much. Maybe you need to find an alternative batch cook or other food sometimes if you can afford it, and then do that. Or maybe sometimes just order as you go along. It's up to you, but find something that you can manage. Then self-care is not the ultimate goal. Some people say go on spa and everything. It's not the ultimate goal, but it helps, right? It helps because you need to plan your self-care, incorporate it into your lifestyle. Not when you are tired, you will go for a massage. No, that's not it. incorporate it into your lifestyle. You have to live intentionally after you've addressed the source of your stress. So you know, maybe every month I have to go on a spa. You have something you're looking forward to. If you cannot go on a spa or go on a massage, buy the things that you need. You can do spa every week in your house. Run a bubble bath or anything, do things like that and just relax. Especially when the kids have gone to bed. No mommy business, no whatever disturbances. Just lie there and play good music. Good music anything that is of interest to you, good music. You can even just lie down there and read a good magazine, chuckle away, or listen to comedy. Just incorporate some kind of relaxation into your life that will suit your budget where you don't have to break the bank, that will suit what you can easily do and you know you are feeling relaxed. The way your body comes into a space of relaxing. Also, comedy is another one. Okay. So you can just find the time that you actually look forward to. We have loads of comedians now with loads of materials online. Just do something that will make you laugh because then we are laughing, you are releasing the positive um, energy in your body is getting higher and higher. And it's very, very good for you as well. There's something else. Surround yourself with people that are really, really nice, that are high beat, or that fit your personality, that make you laugh, that make you feel comfortable, that show interest in you, people that compliment you, people that appreciate you, people that bring the best out of you. Because when you are in their midst, you forget your stress and then you just want to, meet up with people like that often. If it's weekly or if you can just do it whichever way that is convenient for you. But try and make it a lifestyle where you see them often and they see you often as well. You also need to also remove the focus from yourself. Because sometimes I know life through a lot of things, we are so self-focused. Try and help other people. If not with your money, you can help people with your time. You can help people with your knowledge. Give that advice to that young person. Investing into people that cannot return that favor back to you is so gratifying. Really, really gratifying. Helping people not because you want anything from them, but because you genuinely want to help. It makes them happy. It makes you happy. Makes you feel good. And it might just cause a ripple effect when they sow it forward as well. You see, when you hear of this like that, and remember you helped me because you did that, I helped someone else. You're just going to smile and reflect like, oh, wow, that thing I did has brought about this. So it makes you feel good. And you're also investing in other people as well, which we should all do. Anyway, there's something else. Try and learn something new often, something new. And that would not only help distress you. Do you know it helps to keep you young as well? It helps to keep you young. And when I found it in the research, I was like, no wonder I feel like 16 every time. I feel like 16 every time. I'm like, yeah, I love learning new things. It doesn't matter if I'm good at it or not. But the fact that I just try, that fun of when you don't succeed, you try again and you're laughing at yourself. You are making yourself a subject of laughter. It's a funny thing now. If you cannot wait for comedy, you be the comedian. So when I'm like today, I went out and we saw this ping pong place. Like I said, we know this tennis ping pong. And then I took the kids, we entered. I was so rusty, and they were trying to bounce the ball. The kids couldn't do it, and I was trying to do it. And then I went on the this I'm trying to balance it. It was so funny. I even got a small audience outside looking at me. That made me feel good. And I said, we need to get this at home so that we'll do like a match. You beat me today, we'll try again, we'll do a rematch. Something for everybody to laugh with. If you've got a family, try and have a bonding time with them. Just have fun, play games. Kids can be very, very competitive. You'll be surprised how they will bring the child in you out. You try to play game with them, they forget you're their mother. Forget it, you're their dad. No, you are not. I'm going to win that competitive streak. And then you will forget that they are kids as well. So it's like you are trying to play. You now remember, these people are kids. Let me slow down. That energy, that vibe is so, so positive. It's really, really good. Then spend time in nature. If you live in the city, sometimes just drive into somewhere that is nice, that's got loads of trees, the birds singing. Nature is the best at serenading us. Have you ever heard different birds just chipping away? They will just be chipping away. It's so melodic in my ears because I'm trying to see, oh, how many sounds of birds are making this melody? Is it three? Is it five? Is it four? It's so funny. That's what I do when I go for my walk. I'm like, oh wow, this is so nice. This is nice. I'm like, how many birds? And then I hear another one there. So I'm listening to the music. I just forget everything that I'm worried about before. And the fresh air where you're around nature is different. Have you ever smelled it? It's so different. It's so fresh. I'm not saying the ones in the city, but with the fumes, there's no fumes with these. So it's so fresh. It's so relaxing. If you have a block nose and you go out to the field, you will come back, with better circulation in your body. It gives you clarity as well. And then you just admire nature. God is the best artist in the world. Just look at the trees. You notice the big one, the small one, the wide one, the thin one. And then when it's windy, have you ever gone on a walk when it's windy? Oh, beautiful. You know, the swaying of the trees is so beautiful. You forget, you even want to dance with them. I had to do a recording one day. I was just walking, I saw this. It was not so windy, but not that one enough to sway the trees. I was just watching and I recorded it. I find it so soothing. I don't know if it's just me. I find it so soothing. I was just looking at it. I said, so the birds are chirping and then the wind is just beating the drums, and then the trees are dancing, seeing nature just dancing. That was so beautiful, and I loved it. I just loved it. So those are the things that you could do. Even reading is another good one. Thank God right now you don't have to, if you're not good at reading books, you can listen to the Audible, especially the personal development one. Just listen to books anyway, the one that are of interest to you, and just listen to it. It's really, really nice, especially if you've got those and you can increase the speed, you can make it slow, you can increase it to the speed that you want, which is quite good. You can listen to that. Then something else is meditation. Now, meditation, if you're someone like me, that if it's too quiet, that meditation, you just fall asleep and you find yourself snoozing away. Then maybe there are different types of meditation. You can explore meditation. There's the prayer one where you just repeat the same Bible verse over and over again. For example, I'm made in the likeness and the image of God. Now you start concentrating on that. What does it mean to be made in the image and likeness of God? Does it mean physically? Does it mean God look like me? If the next person is made in the image and likeness of God, does it mean that person look like God as well? But remember, God is a spirit. So it can assume any form that it chooses. So now you are breaking that simple Bible verse down and you are focusing on it. That on its own. You're not saying it out. You are saying it eternally. You're having that conversation with yourself. That is meditation as well. Then another one, walking meditation. The walking meditation is when you go out, you look at this, you appreciate them, and you're not thinking about anything. So you go out, you look at people, and if they look at you, you can smile at them. If they don't look very happy, you can pray in your mind for them. Then you can also observe the way your body is moving. The way you're walking, your legs. Are, are you walking very heavy? Are you walking very low? Are you dragging your feet on the floor? You notice how your body is moving. Are you one of those that will be walking, your hands will be swaying from the left to the right, or you're just putting your hand by the side? You then start observing your body movement as you're meditating. You're focusing on yourself when you're walking. You're focusing on yourself with your body. Is there any pain somewhere else? Are you feeling okay? Are you breathing fine? You can even do the way you just breathe. As you're moving your step, you're breathing. You're counting how many breaths, things like that. So walking meditation is good for those people that easily fall asleep. So just explore different meditation. There are loads of them out there right now. Find the one that suits you. Something else that I do is tapping. I do tapping where you tap on your nine gamut areas. You tap on them to kind of recalibrate your body, just like we do electronics where your computer tell you to recalibrate. So that's what you're doing on yourself. You can do that while walking. You can do that every morning. You can do that before you go to bed. We are looking for, just type tapping therapy. There are loads of them on YouTube. You can use that as well. But you have to believe, because you are studying yourself peace and love. So as you are tapping on those parts of your body, you are saying, even though maybe you are feeling the pain, you can say, even though I'm feeling the pain here, I deeply and I truly appreciate myself. And then you start saying, I deeply and I truly appreciate myself. So it's like affirmation with hand movement to tap your gamut areas. That's kind of acupuncture. In acupuncture, they put those needles in strategic places in your body. So that's what tapping is doing. You are not using your own hand instead of the needles. You're using your own hand to tap on those nine gamut areas. So that's where tapping starts from. That's what tapping is good for. Then affirmation as well. I love listening to other people's affirmation. However, I find that the most powerful ones are the ones that you create with your own words. It's beautiful because it goes right into your subconscious, right? So you know what the words that you want to say. If you don't feel beautiful, if you feel tired, you say to yourself, I am strong, I am powerful, I feel strong from the inside. My body is strong. I feel good. I am beautiful. I am someone of worth. I am worthy. I deserve rest. Right? You say things that you will digest easily and your body will respond to it as well. So gratitude, I said gratitude. I've used gratitude in a different way, but you can also journal gratitude where you just write it down at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. Write the things that you are grateful for. If you sleep with a heart that is grateful, you sleep like a baby. You how is that stress going to stay in your body? When you choose to focus, we have to buy the things that will focus on. Whatever you focus on is what you will get abundance of. You focus on the negative, then unfortunately that's what you get more of. You focus on the positive, especially before you go to bed. Appreciate God. Oh, I am grateful for food. I'm grateful to go out and be able to come back in. If it's your job, I'm grateful for my job. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, if you don't like your job, what it is about that job that you're grateful for. Is it that you get payment at the end of the month? Is there someone at work that is nice to you? Be grateful for them. Then you start seeing your work in a positive light, right? And so the stress, you're kind of reducing that stress from work as well. If it's your child that is always stubborn, remember that day that you came back from work and he or she gave you a warm hug. Be grateful for that day. Be grateful. You also need to appreciate and appraise that child. Oh, well done. Mommy loves it when you give me a big hug. You see that child will start doing more of the positive because now you've shown to that child that you love it. And kids, they like our attention. So whatever it is that they've done, appreciate it, write it down, appraise them as well. So another big one is to be assertive. You have to be assertive. Don't be a dumpster. Mrs. Goody Two Shoe. Mrs. Goody Two Shoe will lead you to burnout. Oh, go and ask Sonia. Sonia will help you. Mm-mm. Sonia will help you when it's convenient. It's better than Sonia will always help you. Everybody at work will dump all their schedule on you. They will dump on their extra work because you want to be a people pleaser. Don't be a people pleaser. Be kind, but don't be a dumpster. You need to learn to how to be assertive in a positive way. If you cannot do something right now, just tell the person, I would love to help you, but not just now because I am busy right now. But I can help you in your own time, in your own size. I can help you on Wednesday, but this Monday is fully booked. On Wednesday, I can help you if you still want me to help you. So what you're trying to tell them that you're setting boundaries while being positively being assertive. That boundaries is that before you go and meet Semitokwe, you need to give her notice if you want her to support you. It's not like she will not support you, she will, but you must give her ample notice. You're trying to tell people that my time is valuable. I'm someone of value. So if you want me to help you, you need to let me know ahead of time. Because to be honest, we're not living the life of other people. You also have your own things to do as well. So in as much as you want to help people, but you need to help when it's convenient, not when it's not, when it's overwhelming. Because when it overwhelms you, it becomes a chore and it's not very kind to you as well. So those are the ones that I can just remember from the top of my head right now. That's my life. Those things I just shared. That's my life. That's the way I live my life. And it has helped me a lot. Not everybody will like it, but remember, you're not everybody's cup of tea. Do you like everybody? No. So you cannot please everybody. Just remember that even Jesus could not please everybody. So you can't please everybody always. So always make yourself a priority because you are worth it and your life matters as well.
Wow. Uh, like you've delivered a whole textbook of her handling burnout. When you now said from the top of your head, I'm like, if you're not going to probably look at slides or a book or something, we'll be here for the whole day or more. But it's been super loaded. I've also learned, and I've come to realize that just like you said, there's always a place to learn something new, and it makes you look younger, and feel younger, and even be younger. And I could also relate to some of the signs that you mentioned, being someone who has also gone through a burnout experience. And now that you even mentioned the frontal headaches, I now remember that I actually even had some of those, but
Um,
I didn't actually attach it to burnout. I didn't even connect the dots. I'm like, oh, probably that was my own sign. Probably that
yeah,
was my own symptom. And I
yeah,
didn't know. And because basically the whole stress of life and everything, and it's not right, but sometimes you just see these headaches as one of those things. It's
mm,
just stress. It's just stress. But it's actually a sign that it's a disaster. It's an harm that is about to happen that one should watch out for.
mm,
And for mothers who have not even gotten to that point where the signs are becoming so alarming, you are having like 6/10 of the symptoms or 7/10, from the little ones that you can already relate to, it shows that it's important that we begin to take active steps to prevent this. And you have given us amazing practical tips that we can use real time, which is what I actually appreciate about how you took your time to explain how we should go about it and how we should ensure that we are able to live above burnout. Honestly, I have no more questions because you have you have even gone above any other question I was going to ask, because you've given us the beginning, the A to Z simplified of burnout. And especially for mothers, it's just important to just activate and do the things that you have said. I'm sure if we can just sit down with our journals and just itemize, okay, this is the one I want to work on this week, this one I'm working on
mm,
next week, it will really help us to get much more results than
yeah,
just living life as that's my cross, or that's how I feel. I don't have a choice. We really have choices to change our environment, to change our situations. Thank you so much. So before I let you go, any final words for our mothers after all the amazing things you've said? Any final words?
there is no trophy in dying so young. There is no trophy, right? We need to stop the superhero mentality. We need to stop the guilt syndrome that if I don't look after my child, nobody else can. That's a lie from the pits of hell. That's a lie. That's a lie that has dragged so many mothers into burnout. Learn to delegate. If you have a husband, let your husband look after the kids. If they don't learn, how are they going to be able to relieve you when you yourself you need that relief as well? If you've got a reliable person, maybe your mom, your sisters, that want to babysit for you once in a while, if you're a single parent, let them do it. Don't be so overprotective of your children. If you have the right support system, we all need a support system. But first, whatever it is that we require of other people, we must first give to them. And we also need to give to ourselves. We must give what we expect. Treat people the way you want them to treat you. If you don't have any family around you, then look for people that are like you. Form a support system together. You take turns in helping one another. So at the end of the day, both of you, you are living a good life. Nobody is burnt out, right? So if you're on a school run and you have someone that live near you and is a good neighbor, you know, maybe you take their kids to school, they bring yours back. We're sharing it. So we need to learn to delegate. When we are delegating as well, I know sometimes they say whatever you do by yourself, you do it faster. Is a lie. Is a lie. Let other people take their chances as well. Let them learn how to do, especially our children. We just want to do everything for them. Give them age appropriate job in the house. Let them learn how to do chores with you. Because the days that you're tired, you will understand why you've done that. Let them help you. You will never get to that state of being tired in the first place. So we need to learn to build a support system. You are not an island of yourself. Use your support system because the funny part is I'm guilty. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be like that. I have the right support system around me because I believe that I'm the only one that can look after my children 100%. But when the burnout kept running, I was telling you earlier on that I had to learn how to detach. They'll be all right. The kids will be okay. Take that break with the girls when you want to. Take that break alone. Go for retreats. The kids will be okay. Don't worry about it. You're just a custodian of these kids. You build the right structures around you. Don't leave them wasted. Allow them help you in a very, very safe way. It will help you as well. Women, let's learn to live. These kids will grow up, they will go. And then you'll be asking, what am I going to do with myself? Because you've not lived an intentional life of self-care, learn to incorporate all these things we've spoken about bit by bit into your life. It's a lifestyle. Don't go into where your car break down. Go and fix it until your car break down again. You will not fix it. But if you look after yourself intentionally, there will be no breakdown and then you'll be okay. The kids will also have enough energy to run around with them when they want to run around as well. So let's live. Life is for the living. And remember, you are worth it. You are a superwoman and you are doing a good, good job. Because sometimes we don't know we are doing a good job because nobody tells us anyway. But any mother that is listening to this, any woman, you are doing absolutely fine. And you are doing awesome job. Remember, you matter. Thank you so much, Temitope, for all the things that you do as well. You know, it's very selfless for you to invest your time in creating things like this. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So how can they reach you? How can they connect with you if they'll actually like to reach out to you for more information about
Okay.
burnout, about what they're experiencing, about coaching? How can they reach out to you?
Okay. They can reach me on my Instagram page, my Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn and I also have a website. So on the social media pages, I am called Abies Sonia. So ABIESSONIA. So if they find me, they can on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, they can find me there or leave me a message. Also, I've got my website link on my Instagram page as well. So it's www.aseb, so ASEBCOACHING.com. So asebcoaching.com. They can find out ways to work with me there as well. But yeah, thank you. And I'm also on them. I just remembered I'm also on Clubhouse as as a Sonia there as well, so they can reach me through that as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so, so much. It's been a fantastic time with you. Thank you for the honor once again and the privilege to have you. And once again, we draw the curtain and Mother's Heaven podcast. God bless you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode on Mother's Haven podcast. I believe you've had a life-changing and liberating experience. To connect with us or reach out for support, we got you. Kindly send us a DM on Instagram at Mother's Haven or on mothershaven.com. Also, kindly hit the subscribe button to catch every new episode of our validating and inspiring content. Do also leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.